You're watching Local 5 News. We are Iowa.
Governor Kim Reynolds' office says plans to appeal a temporary injunction on a law to restrict abortion in the state. She plans to work with Attorney General Brenna Byrd's office. She signed a bill last week banning most abortions after 6 weeks before many women know they're pregnant. But a judge put a pause on it Monday until the courts reach an official verdict. As a result, abortion is legal in Iowa at up to 20 weeks of pregnancy. However, the judge did direct the Iowa Board of Medicine to draw up rules for the abortion restrictions. Now, Reynolds shared why she thinks this challenge is different from others, and neither would the lawsuit. 17-year-old Willard Miller, charged with killing his teacher in Fairfield, is appealing his sentence to the Iowa Supreme Court. Miller admitted he and Jeremy Goodale beat Noema Graver to death in 2021 over a grade. He pled guilty to first-degree murder in April. A judge sentenced Miller to life in prison with the possibility of parole after 35 years earlier this month. The sentencing for 18-year-old Goodale, the other suspect in the case, has been pushed back. Attorneys are expected to select a date by the end of August. Prosecutors say they'll recommend a sentence between 25 years and life with the possibility of parole. Tuesday marked 5 years since Molly Tibbetts disappeared from her hometown of Brooklyn. A month later, her body was found in a cornfield in Poweshiek County. Years later, the loss is still rocking Brooklyn. Tuesday, the community gathered for a 1-mile walk to honor Tibbetts and support each other. The White House has announced a new cybersecurity certificate. It will help consumers choose smart devices that are less vulnerable to hacking. Amazon, Best Buy, and Samsung are just a few of the major companies participating. Devices like baby monitors, home security cameras, and TVs may get the official Shield logo as early as next year. At this hour, the Iowa Division of Criminal Investigations is looking into the deadly building collapse in Davenport nearly 2 months ago. 3 people died when the building partially collapsed. This is video taken just after it happened. In the aftermath, our sister station in the Quad Cities discovered contractors, electricians, even engineers with the city all warned the building owner and the city of Davenport that the building was dangerously unsafe, but residents weren't told to evacuate. Now the Iowa DCI is trying to determine if any criminal laws were violated before the building collapse occurred. It's important to note that the DCI isn't investigating a specific target. Instead, they're looking into the circumstances around the event. Went through the drive-thru at a Culver's yesterday. You may have noticed some law enforcement standing outside the restaurant. That's because local police are partnering with Special Olympics Iowa to raise money for their sporting events. Culver's is donating $1 to the Special Olympics for every concrete mixer ordered. Culver's locations in the metro were part of the fundraiser. Special Olympics Iowa says this money will support their statewide softball tournament on August 5th. Here's a live look. The state softball tournament is well underway in Fort Dodge. The quarterfinals taking place yesterday. Local 5 Sports Director Reina Garcia shares which teams stepped up to the plate and which ones struck out.
You're watching Local 5 News. We are Iowa.
What is sweeter than a cool treat on a hot summer day? How about sharing it with your pets? Well, some snacks are safer than others. As we continue digging into what you need to know during these dog days of summer, Abby Larico verifies.